Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. As you come on, jump out, say hi. I'd love to know who's here with us today. So here we are, 4 days out from the full moon, 3 days out from Lionsgate, that incredibly powerful portal, which potentially we could be feeling right now. I know that there is so much speed is the word, so much coming through, and a download that I received just prior to coming on here was came through in light language, and it was really about there's so much downloading in all of us at the moment, and it could be coming through in our dreams and obviously in our feelings, but in our dreams and, visioning, coming through these quick little images can be crossing our third eye. And if you're not used to that, they can be quite fleeting and they can pass very quickly. So without efforting, pay attention to these. There's lots of information that's coming through to guide you, to support you in the people that you are guiding and supporting, whether that be family or work colleagues or in your professional life, however that is coming through for you. And again, we're being reminded of the importance of slowing down, of quiet time, of sitting in nature to help us process all that's coming through. I know for me, my dreams have been crazy, like full on, waking and then going back to sleep and another dream coming through, more imaging. So, I've been making sure that I'm journaling in the morning as part of my morning practice to really integrate the information that's coming through. So let me know, how are you going? Are you is this resonating with you? How are you feeling? I want to just have a look and see who's here. Hey Linda, nice to see you. Hi Sharon. Good morning Beck. How are you going? Lovely to see you all. Thank you for posting that beautiful ocean video this morning, Beck. I sat there and I really allowed myself, because I'm not near the ocean, I really allowed my nervous system to connect with that and to feel that. So really, really value you posting that. Alrighty, let's jump in and we'll pull an overall card and then we'll get on and pull some individual cards. It feels like it's a time again for us to be extending our group out. If there's anybody that you feel that would benefit from being here, please send them an invite. We love having like-minded, like-hearted souls coming through. Patience, yes. So look at this card. This is the portal, right? And it's just really backing up exactly what speaking about at the beginning of this video. Excuse me, the Lionsgate portal and the potentiality that's available right now for all of us. Now, we don't, again, have to be in these great big stages, and we don't have to be doing anything massive for it to be important and relevant and purposeful. Everything that we do, I'm looking at the beautiful trees and I'm reminded of a message that I received when we were away at a beautiful eco lodge in the Lamington National Park recently, and I was looking out at this beautiful valley full of divine gum trees, and I was reminded that they're all individual trees that make up the forest, and we too are all individual energy fields of the greater good. So who we are, what we contribute, has a major effect. Let's take out the word major because I don't want to put on too much pressure. It has a beautiful effect on the greater good. So never underestimate the work that you do on yourself, the kindness you put out into the world, the love you put out into the world, and a reminder that it's also about not pushing yourself beyond your capacity. Listen to your own energy field. Trust that. You know, the trees aren't efforting to be a part of the greater whole. So remind yourself of that. And it feels like that information is incredibly relevant right now. Things are shifting. I was listening to Lee Harris's August updates, and he was saying August is going to feel like there's 2 months in one. So there's a lot going on. So when there's a lot going on, it's even all the more important that we balance that with, you know, for me, time alone, time in nature, quiet time. And we've got to get better and better at speaking our needs and our desires out into the world. Okay, so patience. Patience with ourselves, patience with the process. Patience with other people around us too, but this feels more like each of us. Okay, Sharon has popped down, yes please. So if you would like a card, please let me just do a quick refresh here so I can get a few more names this morning. It's not playing again. I don't know why this does this, but anyway, we'll work with it rather than against it. Okay, let's go up here a little bit. Hi Joanne, yes of course you can have a card. Let's pop that down there. Hi Julia, good morning Kim. Yes, I was in a group last night and most were sharing challenging highs and lows. Nature, so important. Yeah, absolutely. And of course you can have a card. And Linda say yes, so she's absolutely resonating with what's being said. Beautiful. And Becca's asked for a card. Okay, just keep popping your names in there if you would like a card. Let's go. Sharon. Okay, they're taking their time and we will, there's two there. I'd like this one for Sharon today, please. There, they just keep wanting to be two. I'll save those for later. Here we go. Patience, right? It's just reiterating the card that we pulled already. Patience. Let me just set this intention for the highest good. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. Self-reflection. And again, this card, you know, you're seeing there all the different aspects, the emotion there of the being indicated in the water. I was at my Reiki teacher training day one on the weekend, and we were going through the emotional release process, which is a very powerful process, and you know, very much similar to Brandon Baser's The Journey work, which I am a practitioner in that work, and it is constantly a beautiful reminder to me of how much is stored in our bodies, and we can, you know, access you know, instances that come through for us if there's something that's occurring externally, so something that's coming at us. And I'll give you an example just to consolidate this. So I've noticed of late some people around me that I am perceiving that they're not owning their emotions and their responses, and I will be completely transparent that I'm a little intolerant of that at times. because I've had experiences in my life of other people projecting their stuff. If you don't own it, you often project it, right? So I did this deeper reflection on the process, and it took me to a childhood memory that allowed me to understand, that's where I set that intolerance in place. It was a protection mechanism. So, using the techniques that, you're a Reiki teacher as well. You've got all the tools in your own tool belt, but giving space, if you're noticing something in more than one person, if it's one person, it's one thing, but if you're noticing a bit of a theme, maybe take some time to self-reflect on that and just see if you can get to where is that anchored in your body, and why did you put that guard in place, that protection in place. So I hope that assists you. I know you do loads of inner work, so it's a constant reminder that's why I put these earrings on today. It's a spiral, right? It's a constant journey if we want it to be, and if we are committed to our own personal growth. And again, that ripple effect out into the world, the more we understand ourselves, the more we can hold space for others. Joanne, we've got fluid action. We've got this beautiful feminine action occurring. So this is inspiration, this is ideas, this is something in your heart that's you feel passionate about, and it doesn't, well, it does matter what it is, because it matters that it matters to you. But it's where I'm trying to go with this is to not judge it as menial or not significant enough, or every impulse that's within you, if it's coming from heart space, it's important for you to express that in some way. So how could you be expressing what's in your heart right now? There you go, we landed in a nice place with that. Often have to talk around the words, and then it goes boop, follows in. All right, Julia. Isn't it? It is indeed. I almost feel like this card came out for you last week, or maybe it was somebody that was close around in the reading. So resilience, what are you carrying? What is something that you're carrying that might be weighing your energy field down, which is actually not yours to carry? And this can be when there's a situation's occurred or something, and we might have been a player in that situation, but it's actually nothing to do with us. Our sole purpose in that was to be the player for that other person. And when we feel into it, we can know if there's something for us to work on with it, or if it truly is with the other person. And if it truly is with the other person, light and love it and let it be. Don't keep carrying it around, because you're holding onto an energetic thread that's not yours to hold on to. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Alrighty, Beck, let's pull a card for you, and then I'll do a refresh again of the feed. There it is there. What have we got? Release. Oh, there's a beautiful song from Lee Harris that says, I release any energy and emotion that are not mine. And it's such a lovely song. I have it playing as part of the my client playlist that I have on Spotify that I play when I have clients, and it's always so beautiful when that song actually shows up, and I feel like it's totally relevant. But it is something that I sing, even after seeing a client. I release any energies and emotions that are not mine. It's a beautiful way to cleanse. It's a fantastic mantra, and when you're holding space for others, it's so important that we have good, solid practices that are continually cleansing our own energies, so that we aren't carrying things around that aren't ours when we're holding space for people. So if you notice that you're feeling a little bit tired, a little bit flat, a little bit drained, do some cleansing for yourself. All right, beautiful. Let's do a refresh. And boom, there we go. All right. Oh, Linda's saying yes, please, of course. Sharon's laughing at patience. Yep, me too. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Of course, you can have a card. And she's saying she loved the photos from our holidays. We had a fabulous time. And I was just also having a little giggle because, you know, I've definitely set the intention to experience life more. And one of the things I've for a long time wanted to do is sing karaoke. I love to sing. I'm not particularly great at it, but and I'm not terrible, but I'm not great. Anyway, Sunday night we were out with my daughter parents-in-law. They're out from Ireland, and you know the Irish love to have a good time. And anyway, Mike and I got up and sang Sweet Caroline at karaoke. Gee, it was fun. We laughed. We were terrible. I've watched the video back. I'm not putting it up, so don't even ask me. But it was hilarious, and we did have a good time. So, yeah, absolutely. The holidays are a great time to reset, and we definitely have done a reset. And we have to keep having fun, right? To keep lightening these energies. Hi, Penelope. Wow, graced with you, your beauty and your beautiful energy. Lovely to see you. Of course, you can have a card. Sharon saying thank you. Julia's saying thank you. Brooke, hi, how you doing? And yes, you can have a card. Alrighty, let's go. Linda. There we go. We've got blossoming. So any seeds that you've been planting, sorry, the light's not very good on that today. There we go, that's a bit better. Seeds that you've been planting, that you will be seeing them shooting. You will be seeing them have some energy coming into them. There'll be some feelings of, yeah, these are starting to shoot. These are starting to come into the light, and you'll be guided definitely as to what further action to take. So do you feel like some things are blossoming that you've been intending for yourself? And it's really lovely to take a few moments. Like, it's great when we're living this connected life and we're setting intentions in the new moon, and we're tweaking them in the full moon, and we're reviewing in the dark moon and releasing. But also just to take a moment to acknowledge, oh yeah, I did set that intention, and look, this has come to pass. It's great to remind ourselves of the power that we have within us, the power for good, and to create, because we are creative beings. So noticing what's blossoming in your life, and having a moment of grace with that. All right, Lisa. It is that card. All right. We've got resilience again here for you. Okay, so a little bit different. This feels like old pattern energy that is showing itself perhaps in your life at the moment. So is there an old pattern that you've noticed is like, oh, there's that one again? So don't be harsh about it. Be gentle about it. Notice it. Cleanse it. Release it. Do some journaling around it. We've got full moon coming up. We've got this Lionsgate portal. There's a lot going on right now, and that is actually the larger theme, that we're being offered these opportunities to really change those old patterns that no longer serve. And, you know, we may not have even really noticed them before, but we're kind of seeing them and going, that's crazy. I don't need to be carrying that anymore. I don't need to be functioning from that place anymore. So really noticing that for yourself and doing some good self-care around it, whatever that means for you. If you need further clarity, let me know. Miss Penelope. It's so lovely to see you. I hope all is well with your beautiful children and yourself. Sovereignty. Let's straighten that crown. Speaks to this that I was talking about before, and really this theme has been around for me for the last couple of weeks, reminding myself that I am this sovereign individual. You know, yes, I might be partner, mother, grandma, and all of these things, but there's still that that individualness of me, and making sure that I'm respecting and honoring that in myself. And you know, it can be crazy. I mean, with beautiful Ivy's nearly 4 months old now, and you know, it's been a busy time supporting my daughter, and I'm of course loving every minute of it. But its babies are exhausting, as delightful as they are. So finding that place to keep making sure that I'm taking good care of myself and what's important to me, and not diluting that because of the needs of others. A tricky one as a mother. Very definitely, when we're caring for other people, it can be easy to, you know, push our own needs aside. So making sure that you're taking good care of that, my love. All right. Brooke, I'll pull a card for you, and then I'll do another refresh of the comments and see what else is happening. Okay, so that's jumping out, and we've got discernment here. So this is around, you know, noticing that this is the band of clouds there across the mind, quietening the mind, highlighting the heart space. So I feel like this is a juggle for each of us to be checking in on every day. Are we letting our minds drive our lives, or are we coming from heart space? And you know, it's easy for the minds to take over because they're so powerful. Yet we do, you know, want to calm ourselves, come back into ourselves, bring our own energy back to us, come to heart space and rest there for a while and ask your questions of your heart space. Thank your mind for being there and let your heart speak. And then when we know what our heart wants, we use our mind to create the pathway to work out the logistics, which our mind is brilliant at. So we're grateful for that, but ensuring that our heart is being heard and really acknowledged. Okay, beautiful. Let's do this refresh again. All right, here we go. Linda's saying fantastic, good for you. I'm sure you're talking about the karaoke. How exciting. Yes, it's all within. Thank you. You're most welcome. Lisa's asking, can I have some further clarity? All I can think of is panicking and applying for a full-time work to cover extra big costs that have come up. Okay, so again, let's just stay with that for a minute, Lisa, because remember, efforting and you doing something that's outside of what feels aligned for you. Remember, you're a powerful creator and you can put that request out there. So if you've had some big costs come up, then sit with that and ask, you know, your guides, your team. I will pull a card for you. What is you know, what is the solution? You're not alone in this, remember, you're not alone. You've got a whole team of people there waiting to, and then release. Hand it over. I feel like you're carrying the burden of this on your shoulders, and you don't, you know, you're part of a team, part of a family. So it's not only yours to carry, and of course you want to fix it and get it sorted and feel comfortable about it again, but the comfort is coming from you requesting, you know, if it's $1,000, let's say, because you've had unexpected bills come up, I give thanks, universe, for showing me the self-nurturing and aligned way for me to be able to honor this fill in the blanks bill. And then imagine yourself receiving from different ways. You know, there's so many different ways that things can come about. And it's not that you're sitting on the couch and magically waiting for something to appear. You're actually connecting in with the energy, because as you already said in that comment, panicking, because that's a knee-jerk reaction. Now that may be what the guidance comes through, but if you're doing it from that energy, you're going to take something because based on the money and not based on what will nourish your soul. I hope that makes sense to you. So going back there for Lisa, double. All right, now Brooke. Yeah, okay. Just double check, just Brooke. It's gone completely out of my mind. Did I complete that reading for you, or am I still yet to do it? Just give me a little heads up there. Penelope, thank you so much. A timely reminder, beautiful to sit with today. Gorgeous. Excellent. I'm glad that it served you well. And let's do a refresh here. Yes, okay, great, good. It's like I went so into the energy of what Lisa was asking, I completely left. Alrighty, I think that we are covered off on everybody. I'll just give it a few more moments. I'll do one more refresh here. It looks like we've covered off on everybody. If you're looking for some support through these turbulent times, please feel free to reach out. The links are in here for you to book an online session with me if you're not close by. Please reach out. I love doing these sessions, and you know, it can really help us when we do gain that clarity from an outside perspective, which of course is only reflecting back to you, your own energy field. With that said, have an amazing day. Please be gentle with yourselves. Slow down where you can. Water. So sit by the ocean if you can. Drink lots of water. Have some baths. Go swimming. Whatever works for you. And I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Lots of love, everybody. Bye for now.